Okay, well now we have the 56-degree wedge. You have 56 degree, I have 54. Kind of the same thing. It's all just preferences to what wedge, lofts you actually use and have. You hit them rather high, right? Now, do you like to have like the full swings with your wedges, or do you usually like to kind of maybe club up and knock something down? What do you like?
That's what I want to work on more than knocking it down.
Knocking it down.
I can bring it in from
pretty high. Yeah, not a bad thing. Obviously, we want the wedges higher, land and stop. I have a good little trick here we can use to hit those little lower shots that are flighted, more under control, where you might have to club up to hit it as far, because we're not taking a full swing with this, okay? Actually, I'll go ahead here to show you. If you want to stand right there on the side of me, we'll talk about it here first before I go ahead and show you what I'm thinking. But, with the wedges, say we're hitting this 54 degree, 60 yards, right? That's not a problem for you. You can do that. I like to play it, back slightly in my stance, nothing crazy. We're not going to lean the shaft handle too far forward initially. Hit it lower. That does help, but we're not going to do that here. So, like I said, back of the stance a little bit, and say we're taking it, I don't know, whatever you say, 10 o'clock, right? We're going to go 10 to the 2 or 9 to 3, somewhere in there, just to kind of gauge that range of motion. Now, however far you take it back, whenever we get to about hip length there, when the club flattens out here parallel to us, I want you to feel like you're rolling over, right? So this top hand is going to, I think of it like a motorcycle. If you're going to start that, you'd go this way with it. From here, we're going to go this way with it. So it's almost like the palms down, palms facing you. It's going to be down to the ground, okay, right? So we're not going to, you think you might stuff into the ground, but it's not the case. All you're doing is just taking that club face and just putting it a little bit more, rolling it down to where it's lower. You're going to draw a little bit, which is nice too, but that promotes that little one hop kind of controlled stop, whereas not bringing it in sky high, and because that's where I think it's harder to get to gauge distance whenever you throw it up super high in the air, because that varies too. I'll go ahead here and show you one. We're going to set right up to this red flag here in front of us. Like I said, not a very wide stance, pretty basic wedge shot. Kind of playing it back just a hair, not crazy shaft lean or anything like that. But when we get to the top, when we get to parallel with our hips here, we're going to roll our wrist slightly, okay? It's crisp, it's compact, like I said, it doesn't go that far because I'm taking a giant swing, but that's what I kind of think will help you mostly with flighting those down lower. Do you have any questions about that kind of thing, or how do you feel?
When I get to here.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Perfect. So it's just, like I said, whenever it's right about here, you're going to feel like this hand's kind of rolling a little bit, closing that face down. Yeah, and then you're just going to make impact and just make the regular follow through as if you normally would if you were swinging full swing. So why don't you go ahead here and give it a shot. And it's kind of one of those shots where you can use a lot of different wedges with it too. You don't have to just use the 56 and work with the 52, 60 as well. I think it's a little bit easier to use with the 56. You're going to get more spin than you would with like the 60 doing it, which is ultimately what we want as well. So go ahead and give it a try. I know it's kind of new here, so we're not expecting the best results right away, but I think you'll see a difference. First try, that was a little bit, kind of the old, right? Like scooped underneath of it a little bit. No worries. No, that's all. Like I said, it's just give me your practice swing here with it first. Just right to the hip, you're going to turn, roll through. Perfect. The big emphasis on the turn in the upper body as well. We're not using so much lower body, it's just going to be here, here. Perfect. We'll keep working on that, okay?